Okay, welcome to our latest Hoopscast. Of course, we're still here in Nashville, and so are the Florida Gators as they continue to move on in a game that was just an almost duplicate of the game in Gainesville. Alabama gets out to a big second-half lead, 10 points this time instead of 8. Florida comes storming back.
Yeah, a nice gut check win for the Gators again. Good, unbelievable resiliency to come back. Started with getting some stops, and obviously Kenny Boynton got on a roll, scoring 9 straight points, and you go on that big 15-0 run. I thought Patrick Young was also very active inside, 9 rebounds. That's the most rebounds he's had in a month in a game since Kentucky when he had 12. So the combination of Young and Boynton both stepping up in the second half, I think, really carried the Gators to this win. Interesting, too, because I talked to Billy a lot after the game, and,
Kenny Boynton's getting killed on Twitter and everywhere, because it's all about whether the ball goes in or not with him. They don't really realize what a good player he is in other areas. So he has this run, this 11-0 run, which was amazing, and everybody's like, we love Kenny again, But, I mean, the guy is played great all year, and Billy's, like Billy said, he's done everything he's ever asked him to do. Yeah, a very selfless game on Friday with the 7 assists, and today when you need him to step up. I mean, look, he's not the greatest perimeter shooter. He's never going to be that, but if he could do those other things, he's running the point obviously a lot more this year. He's defending. Billy mentioned that he was really more upset in the first half with his defense on Lacey a little bit, and Lacey did hit some circus shots though, and scoring those 8 points in the first half. But still, he wanted Kenny to be locked in on both ends of the floor, and I thought he did a much better job in the second half, not just offensively, but defensively too. Yeah, Lacey 1 for 7 in the second half, and I think you're going to your point of Patrick Young and the way he played. I think that whole team fed off of Kenny's run. Almost like their energy picked up when they said they saw their senior, this guy they love so much, going on this run. And Florida does it tonight with almost nothing from Eric Murphy. Yeah, and Billy mentioned post-game, it's really hard to have kind of duplicate games like that. And Eric, he missed a few shots early on, and maybe it affected his confidence. I mean, 3 of 17 overall from three-point range after going 11 for 20 the day before. Alabama's defenders have a lot to do with that because they're long and they can really extend out and challenge those three-point shooters. But Florida found another way to win. I mean, they attacked the basket inside throughout the game. It didn't work early. Patrick was missing some chippies around the basket, but they stayed with it. And I thought the putbacks were really big, too. The one by Young and the one by Casey Prather in the final 10 minutes of the second half really helped with the momentum. They out-rebounded Alabama. I just tallied this up, 18-11 in the second half, and I thought that was a real key to the game. Yeah, I think it was 16-11 in the first half, Alabama. And, of course, Florida's free throws were an issue as well. But, hey, they get the win. And now the matchup with Ole Miss. I don't know that any of us really had a Florida-Ole Miss matchup. Ole Miss pretty much securing its NCAA berth with a win over Vandy. Vandy looked like a team was playing its third game in 3 days. I mean, they had a 9-point lead in the first half, but they just kind of wilted in the second half. Ole Miss, and we were just talking about this as we were walking up here. A lot of the focus is going to be on Henderson, Marshall Henderson, who had 23 today again after 27, I think, the night before, or 25 the night before. But the bottom line is, I don't think he's the key, Kevin, to stopping them. Those two inside guys, you can't let them get a lot of easy baskets and putbacks. Yeah, Buckner and Holloway are both really tough. And I mean, the one thing about Buckner is you might be best served just to foul him to get around the basket, because like Patrick Young, he's really not a very good free throw shooter. So it'll be important for Patrick and Eric Murphy and Willie get off the bench and Casey Prather to kind of rise up to that physical challenge inside. And Florida beat them on February 2nd, 78-64 in that game. Henderson had 25, but the Gators still won by 14 because, like you said, they took away Holloway and they took away Buckner. Yeah, I think it wasn't Holloway or Buckner. One of them was in foul trouble. I don't know. Yeah. These games are starting to run all together. At any rate, it'll be an interesting final here. I will tell you that for Florida, it's going to be a road game because Ole Miss really brought some fans. I think it's the most fans I've ever seen from Ole Miss in an SEC tournament. I was surprised how loud they were. I think there were more Ole Miss fans than Vandy fans here, which is pretty amazing. But so it'll be a tough game. They'll have the crowd against them. Yeah, and they're fired up, and rightfully so. I mean, Ole Miss has played on a pretty high level since that really disappointing 25
loss.
Wins, yeah.
Yeah, since that pretty disappointing loss to Mississippi State. A lot of the players think that they're already in, but if you want to secure and get that automatic berth, you go out and you try to beat Florida, the SEC champions on their in the tournament final. You can pretty much cement your bid right there.
Of course, Florida, going for its 4th SEC tournament championship. They won the 3 in a row from 05 to 07. And I want to say, I'm just going to throw a guess out here, it's about their 6th or 7th final. I know they went in 89, 88, right in there, and then they got beat by Kentucky. But I think maybe it's about 7 finals.
It's it's 6 under Donovan, and I guess 7 overall because of 89. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah,
because Billy,
they might have gone in 94 as well. So at any rate, we should probably look these things up before.
Billy's gone from 2004 to 2008, and he won the 3 in a row in 2007.
Right.
And then he went again in obviously 2011, not 2013. That'd be 6 for Billy. So.
Well, it certainly will be an interesting final, and we'll look forward to covering it. And, you know, it looks like the SEC's got 3 teams in the NCAA tournament, which is what I said way back about a month and a half ago. I think I had one of them. I had Kentucky in and not Mississippi. But anyway, I got it right. I got 3. And by the way, all you people that keep tweeting me and texting me and telling me that I'm on TV, I realize I'm sitting behind the announcers from ABC, okay? You don't have to text me anymore. And it's been fun. That part of it's been fun, though. Seriously. We appreciate you guys for clicking on. Make sure you go on Gatorsports.com, or you're already on there, and read all of our blogs. We got all kinds of stuff from this SEC tournament. And of course, tomorrow will be a fun day, Selection Sunday. Until next time, Pat Dooley and Kevin Brockway of the Gainesville Sun saying so long from Nashville, Tennessee.